Here we go with part two. It's only about 13 minutes later. I had a thing or two to take care of speaking with the roommate. Larry Graves of Oregon. Hell of a guy. And to tell you the truth, in talking with him, what was it, second day maybe, I think, he gave me some information that I'm going to follow up when I get home, and I think he might have saved my life. Or at least made it longer. So it was worth freezing my ass off in the tundra of the north, is what I call this room. He's from Oregon, and it's just, rather than, I think I said it before, rather than him suffer because I feel good, I'd rather just put on extra clothes and we both feel good. Back to the report. Let's see, we come back from lunch. Took us maybe another hour or so. We finally finished the things that we need to finish, and we went on the last phase of the Continental Congress, and that is congealing it all. I mean, we had like 17 different committees working on 17 different things, making 17 different products. Now they have to be integrated to some degree, and that requires more committees. So they broke into 6 different categories, which were technology and website. That's the committee I got on. Basically, because I brought a bunch of technology with me. I was one of the few that did, and I'm glad I did, because went into a couple of different committees where they were writing stuff down on paper. It's like, oh, no, 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 no. This is the age of technology now. And I got laptop and cameras and all of this stuff. And I've used everything I brought, every last thing, once somewhere, if not more. I came prepared, and I'm glad I did, because it produced a much better work product in a shorter amount of time with references and citations. And those are important, because people are going to say, where's your proof? I'm going to say, it's right there. Okay? So, technology and website. There was marketing and strategy, style and form, civic action, preamble, and what was the last one? Shoot, I can't remember. There's another one there. So we break into committee after, after we were done with instructions on the final portion. I won't name any titles yet, because I think the titles are still just a little bit, they aren't exactly there yet. I mean, I know that there's a lot of people, and some of them are in administration, that have a set title that they want to go with. But I've heard some information that when I'm done with this YouTube, and I'm done putting up 400 photographs, and I'm done updating my blog, I'm going to do some research. And if the information that I was given was true, I'm going to have to bring it up at the body of the whole next time we meet and say, you know what? If what she said is true, we can't go with this, and you need to change it. And if they don't, well, then maybe something might be hinky, maybe not, but we'll see. Okay? Because I am going to investigate it, like I've done with most of the stuff that I've seen that I wondered about, and gotten things straight, gotten to the bottom of things. Done that quite a few times, because we need to get to the bottom of things all the time. We need to get the truth out in the open. The people need to know. And we are people too. We are part of the people. And I learned a long time ago, anybody that recognizes a problem has a portion of the responsibility to correct that problem, whether they caused it or not. Why? Because the only way for evil to succeed is for good men to do nothing. And there are good men in this country that have been doing nothing for a long time. I spoke with one of the delegates that is upset and wants to leave for her own reasons that I won't divulge here. But I told her, you know what? This is a battle. A real battle. Good versus evil. We're trying to do something really good here. And there is evil out there. whether people want to acknowledge it or not. There is evil out there, and I think there might be some evil here in the Congress too. I won't give my reasons why, but evil's everywhere, and we are making history with a grand effort. And we cannot let evil succeed. We cannot let evil stop us. I told her, don't leave. We need you. Your country needs you. Well, it's like, no. You know, if you're offended and that's more important in your country, then go right ahead and leave. I noticed she was still here after dinner, and I hope she's in committee tomorrow. If she goes home, that's her choice. We all have choices as individuals. But remember, with choices often come responsibilities, and often comes consequences too. During our committee meeting, technology, I'm so glad that I got into a committee of competent, qualified individuals in their field. Okay? Nobody jumped onto that committee because they thought it would be easy or they thought they might be able to get some work product in. The techies jumped in because that's what they do. They do the technical stuff. I brought a bunch of tech equipment with me, and I'm going to jump in with the tech stuff. And guess what? All of us techies jumped in there, and it was so cool because looks like this is going to be maybe a 3 or 4-parter because it's still fairly early and I still have a lot to say. It was so cool because there's like 5 or 6, there's 7 of us. Yeah, 7 of us. 7 of us tech guys. Or 6 of us tech guys and PK Lowry. I don't know how tech savvy he is, but he seemed to be, willing to help out. He didn't bring any tech with him, but he was still, suggestive and worked with us and everything. That's really great. So within, I'd say 8 minutes, there's 6 laptops going with equipment running and plugs and we had one plug bar filled, and I had to plug my plug bar into the plug bar so that we'd have more plugs. It was so great. Turn on KNAC, the loudest.com on the planet. And the young kids going, "Wow, you listen to that?" And it's like, "Oh, hell yeah, man." Well, who's that? "Oh, man, that's Rage Against the Machine. What's wrong with you?" Next one comes on. "I think that's the Beastie Boys, man." He says, "Oh, is that who that is?" It's like, "Oh, you're a young kid. I'm 51, and I'm telling you who's on the radio." What's going on there? So anyway, Ron Dickerhoof of Ohio. He's on one of the committees that's up on the dais. Okay, he's the guy that looks like what's the guy from the Men in Black? Okay, I can't remember. Glass. Is that Ron Glass? Is that his name? In Men in Black, when the first one, when the bug man goes down into the morgue, and the guy behind the counter goes and squishes the bug. This guy looks just like him. The first day, I sat across from the table from him from lunch, and the guy I know next to me, he's a buddy of mine, and I said, "Hey," nudged him a little bit and said, "That guy in Men in Black, what do you think?" And he looks at me and he goes, "Oh man, that's wrong." I said, "No, what do you mean wrong? It looks just like him." So day afterwards, I'm sitting at the table with him, or I can't remember, he was sitting at the table or somewhere with him, and I said, "Hey man, you look like that guy." And the guy that was standing with him, another friend, he says, "Oh, you know what? Yeah, I kind of do. I lost a bunch of weight, and I never thought about looking at myself, but yeah, I do look like the guy." And the other guy's goes, "Oh man, you're a dead ringer for him. He even sounds like him." That's so eerie. Anyway, he gets there and oh man, 9:22, 9:23, part 3 in a moment.